I'm just fiddling around through shit right now. But before I go on, I'll just imitate somebody. Let me just play some charades right now. Well, my hair is a mess. Of course, this is what hair I have. I got a collection of these, you know. Got a collection. My collection of hair. No, I'm one of the people that would actually, if I could, if we had it that way, I would change my hair color every day. I would change it to a color, whatever it felt like wearing, whatever the mood is for that particular day. And I love Jesus. Yes, I love Jesus. I just ain't put them on for just the kind that clasp in, you know. I have to get the kind that hang in there and stay in because these would fall off and come out of my ears. And what other shit do I got? That's a plug. Plug. This is she. Hey, Johnny. Ooh, what we got? Some lotion! Oil overlay. Actually, it's clay. It's deep clay facial stuff for your face. It cleans your face. I'm also posting stuff on Instagram just to let people know. There's some videos that they're not what you see on here, but you know, I gotta get myself out there, so I have to, you know, get more people and followers on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta get some people watching. But you know, the problem is Instagram don't even give you a damn minute to record a video. And you have to have your hand pressed on the button for it to do anything. Pain in the ass. I guess it's best just to download them and send them to Instagram, you know. Yes, I got this. Something to it's actually, you know, I want to dye my hair, put some colors in there. It's to put dye on my hair, because I don't want it all through my hair. Just parts of it. And I want people that may not just want one color in my hair, but probably 2 or 3. Get different colors. It is. I'm telling you. Facebook is the place to record videos. They let you record as much as you want. Now look, I had this for a minute. It's probably no good. Acne and marks. Well, I still got to use acne medication at my age. Isn't that sad? What it is, I got to one point in my life where it just, my body quit maturing. You know why we get acne, maybe. What else do I got in this shit? Oh, Eucerin. Moisturizing cream. Oh, this will be a lot to last you. This is some lotion here. I'm telling you what, it should last you a long damn time. All this junk I've got in here. Oh man, it's fucking broke. Ah, fuck. You know, it's what happens when you don't take care of your shit. Now I got a little clip in my hair. And I'm going to take my clip and put it on my head. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I have to act silly in my videos. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Cornelius, I'm going to have something to ask you, but I'm going to have to ask you in private. So it means I'm going to have to inbox you. Oh my God, look what I found. You know what this shit is, don't you? And you know where I got it? Yeah, it's for them special moments in the bedroom. It's warming liquid. Yeah. Oh, it's good shit. Gotta have that stuff, you know. You know, for when the time comes. Make sure I keep stocked on that shit. Because I never know when I might need it. Or, you know, let's say if I have to rent my room out or something for couples to come up here and have sex. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shoot, they gotta pay me money. You know, if they need that stuff, I have it here. It's another hustle. Look at this little shit. Look at this fucking shit here. Remember these? They're like little banana breads. You remember the banana breads we used to have out? I wonder if these will come back again. Used to wear them. They ain't like the banana breads we did have, but I swear I do have the old banana breads in here. Here's my powder makeup. I put powder on my face. Foundation I hardly use because when I wear makeup, because there's only certain kinds I can wear because it won't make me break out that bad. See, my skin's allergic to certain chemicals that's in makeup, so I pretty much, basically, the foundations I can wear is Clinique and Almay and Neutrogena. I can wear that, you know, stuff. And then the Mary Kay, actually, I'm able to wear the Mary Kay makeup. Because, you know, so if I get the stuff at the store, CoverGirl ain't so bad, but it still sometimes does make me break out. You know, still break out if I use it wrong. If I use Maybelline, Revlon, stuff that's got a lot of, I don't know, I break out like a teenager. But here's this thing here. It's like a unicorn. Let me see what this thing. Let me see what this thing has. I want to try it on. I had a purple one that's out there. Y'all seen it on me the other day. I want some more wigs though. But I'm telling you, they marked some stuff down 75% off, and I'm telling you that they don't have no candy left. I've not been able to get any candy. You want to talk about not having any lotion, Johnny? I ain't got my Halloween candy yet. They're out of it. No more fucking candy. They was out the second. You know what happens, you know, basically, adult way of trick-or-treating is basically going up to the stores the day after Halloween, getting the markdowns, and you know what? I went up there and I said, you know what? People must have went up there. You know why things are gone so easy, probably? People will probably get up there, because it's open 24 hours, to Walmart. People get up there about 12 o'clock and be waiting, probably waiting in line to get the stuff, or if they're up there shopping at nighttime, they wait till 12 o'clock to hit. You know what? You gotta wait for them to put the price signs up too, marking them down. And sometimes they may not mark them down until 6 in the morning. You know, my mom and dad do, you know, when on Christmas time. That's how they get a lot of lights for their house and stuff. They'll go up there the day after Christmas. They'll go to Walmart. They'll go to Sears. They'll go to a lot of these places. And they'll go early in the morning. They'll go 5 to 6 in the morning when they open, so they can get all the stuff. Because if you wait too late to go up there, chances are there ain't going to be a lot up there like you want. And just pray everybody just didn't get up there and hit the place. Ooh! Shit! Anybody hear that? I heard something. Ooh, that scared the fuck out of me. Did you hear that? Hey, Christina. Hey, everybody. Everybody that's coming on here watching me. Ooh. Ooh-doo-doo. Ooty-loo-loo. Ooty-hut. Look at this thing. Hey. Does anybody want to stick this thing up your asshole? Wham! For all them women that ain't getting any dick, here's your one. Yeah, that's kind of small, isn't it? That'd be kind of freaking tough. But you can pick it up someone's anus ass, too. I know some people can use this thing up their anus. They shove it up so hard that they can't shit. Let me try this on. It's not on there good, but I love this. Oh, yeah. I like white hair. You know, I would like to have naturally white hair sometimes. You know, this was my Voltron character I had that I made. You know, the 80s cartoon Voltron. Well, I created my own character on the show, on the Voltron thing, and made a fanfiction story about her. And, yeah, the character had white hair. She was part drool. I don't know if anybody watched Voltron. It's just, I wanted to create a character. You know, she had hair like this, too, you know. I totally identify. It's like I created myself. I was myself on the show. But I was like, yeah, my hair was white. If anybody knows about Voltron and chronicles everything about the show, a lot of you probably don't, especially if you're from Louisville, if you're from Kentucky, you wouldn't know what it was because they didn't show that stuff here in Kentucky. But it was up in Ohio. If he was from Cincinnati, Ohio, the show was filmed in St. Louis. It's Worldwide Productions is who filmed the show, the cartoon. It was actually a science fiction cartoon. That was the baddest ass cartoon made in the 80s. That was, man, my favorite one. I used to watch Masters of the Universe, She-Ra, G.I. Joe, GoBots, Transformers, Thundercats. I watched Gem sometimes. I watched Dennis the Menace and DuckTales. Man, I can list a whole bunch of cartoons I missed. I watched back then. You know, Jetsons. Oh gosh, we could. You know what? We would be on the school bus getting to make the damn bus driver hurry up because I said, "Man, I want to get home and watch the Jetsons." That's what I used to do to my mom and dad. Hey, my mom was from work coming to pick us up from somewhere. I gotta get home and watch He-Man. I can't wait to get home and watch He-Man. I'm afraid I'm gonna miss He-Man. I said, man, And and you know what's so funny? We probably seen the same show about 5 times because there's a rerun. That sucked though. I wish they kept filming more shows. Yeah, Voltron only. Well, there was 2 Voltrons. There was a lion and there was a vehicle. You know, I don't know how many shows the vehicle one had. I don't remember it, but I know the lion Voltron had 72 episodes, and it had the worst fucked up ending too. But anyway, my character on Voltron was part drool, part human. She was actually, I kind of thought, man, I thought it would be kind of neat to create a Princess of Doom. So that's basically what she was. She was Princess Zarkon's actual daughter and Prince Lotor's actual blood sister. So, but she started out in the series that I wrote, the fan fiction. I don't ever know. I lost half the story. I was like so many. I think there's a site called Voltron Central. It's still on there. I wrote it back in 2008. I will admit, let me tell you, I will come out and tell you this. Okay? I was sick for a minute, so I was kind of sick for a while from about the time I was 32. I was around 33 is when I started. Yeah, it was around 32 and 33. I kind of signed out of society. I kind of checked out. Not all the way, because I still got out, had friends, you know, had a place to... I don't know, people have their own ways of checking out of society, you know. I basically was... I had my group and circle that I associated with, and I pretty much was checked out of society for about maybe 10 years, maybe not even 10 years. It was about 41 when I decided I would try to come back. I mean, even though sometimes even checking out of society is, and this is my definition, is when you alienate yourself from society. You alienate yourself from regular people, and I'm not saying you're antisocial, but you're pretty much like that. I was not feeling well, but it wasn't that I was sick. I had a lot of issues going on personally, too. I had been abused and tormented. I went through bullying in the past. And it scarred me so bad that I wound up with PTSD. I guess I'm sitting here telling everybody my story, but, you know, it's a long story to tell. It's a lot to go into. I mean, if anybody could only understand everything. I was, ashamed of saying the things that I had wrong with me. It's like, I just didn't feel like I was part of society anymore. You know, I didn't feel like I was part of life. I hated who I used to be because I feel there was things I should have done better, things I should have done that I didn't do. You know, basically, mad, not saying I hated myself, but I was mad at myself for shortcomings or something, not doing things like I expected. Not saying expected, but like say for example, if someone was fucking with me and somebody was messing with me, I don't feel like I dealt with it effectively enough. I feel like sometimes I should have been meaner, I should have been bitchier, all that stuff. And there's times I maybe just walked away, didn't do nothing, just saying I didn't do nothing, but I just ignored them because if I did, I would have gotten in trouble. And it was like in my early 20s, my teens. I mean, the law was just practically keeping an eye on me, because of things I did during my high school years, but I didn't want to fuck up when I was in this. I wasn't trying to fuck up, but it's just, if I got, it's like, it's hard to explain. It's like, I'm just like being on trial all the time. But I mean, I could sit here and tell you things that happened. It's just, there was abuse and bullying that I went through when I was not, maybe as an adolescent. It was from the time I was 11 until I was 16. Yeah, I just went through some horrible. I mean, I guess there's some worse situations as far as abuse that I could have been in, but could have went through worse situations than a lot of people. Still, abuse is abuse. If you're emotionally abused, if you were physically abused or sexually, it's still going to have an effect on you. And however I dealt with it, it leaves a scar. It leaves a scar, and you missed out on things that regular people got to do. You feel like you did, basically you just did not. It really was hard to blossom, hard to express myself in my, plus I had disabilities that made it hard for me to communicate and interact and interpret the world around me. Made it hard for me to interact with the world around me. And, so it's kind of like I had a lot of catching up to do, just as far as life is concerned. And I'm an experienced person. I've been through a lot. I've been through some hardships. I've been through struggle. Once I was in my young years, my young adult years, I've been through it. I've not had the easiest life. I know it could have been worse. I could have been in worse situations. There were things I, could be thankful for, but at the same time, it's like I never can understand. I think, why did I have to go through abuse that I did? Why did I not get to have the control over my life that I should have had? I mean, it's like when I was young, I just had no control over my life. So, it's a setback. I've had a major setback so many times. So, I've had a major setback. I've already said it. But it's just after all I went through, there's a lot of things I try to do in my life, and just when I was about 32, there's so many times, like there's been twice here and there that I try to get in the, whatever it was, even if it was a dream while I was maybe going on something regular at the same time, You know, I was wanting to say my dream was to get into the rap music industry. You know, and I started, for somebody who didn't know how to really communicate too well and use words when I was young and when I was beginning. I started learning how to use words and articulate a lot better. And I'm going to tell you what helped do that. I did write some poetry when I was in high school, and then all of a sudden, in my early 20s, I was writing rap music. Starting to write hip-hop rap music, write lyrics, and I'm telling you, it's, just think of half of what it's like if anybody's ever tried to write a rap song. Just getting those bars, getting the rhymes, putting the rap, putting the lyrics together to make sense. I mean, can you imagine how hard it is for us to do that? It's not easy. I did start wanting to write songs when I was writing songs too because see, when I was younger, I was in high school, I wanted a band. Because that's what was going on back then. I said my dream was for me and some friends to hitchhike our ass out to freaking California and get in the music industry. That's what kind of child I was when I was an adolescent. But that was my dream. I wanted to be, and it was after a while. I did that for a few years, and then I guess I find out it wasn't for me. I don't know what happened. I kind of lost interest for a few years. Because back then, we didn't have all the social media and interaction with the outside world that we have today. We lived in Cincinnati. My parents just couldn't up and move to California, whatever. It seems like that's one way you had a chance, and that's what my mom used to tell. Well, it's like my parents were rather discouraging of that stuff. Because they's like, well, the only way you're going to make it in the business is if you know somebody. She said, you got to know somebody in the business. It's not even about how good, what your talent is. You just have to know somebody. Which is the truth. It seems like the truth. Because, these people that, these artists just try to think of the many ways that artists just came to be. But, not everybody knew somebody. I mean, I'm reading the stories about artists, about celebrities, famous musicians. I mean, how they started out. What was they like before they hit fame? Like Madonna. I mean, I don't know where she was from, but she left. Her story was she left for New York with only $37 in her pocket. She got up to New York, found her job at Dunkin' Donuts, and was barely making it, living in this apartment that she had, eating popcorn all the time. But she made where she's at, I mean, that's what we had to go through just to, it's like you had to be in the right place. Just if you really wanted that dream. If you wanted that dream so bad, but it wasn't no guarantee that you would get it. Because it ain't easy. It's hard. So, and then, like I said, I started writing rap music in my early 20s, and it just like really changed me as far as how I communicate. There was something it did. It's like it changed me. Really changed me. It's like it developed my intelligence. And I'm sitting here like thinking now. It's like, that's why, even though I didn't make it to the rap game, but that's why rap music, especially when my rap music that I've written is so special and so sentimental to me because of what it did for me. It saved me as a person. It may not have saved me from going broke. It may not have saved me from staying out of trouble. But it saved me as a person. So, but it's like off and on in my 20s, I was in and out of doing my rap thing. Because I wound up homeless for a while. And I wound up homeless for a minute. And I had to go through some shit with that. I found myself back in the rap game. And then there was times like, but at the same time, I was working with public schools, and like I said, if I didn't make the rap game, I wanted to go into teaching. And then I decided I couldn't be a teacher. Things happened to me. Like I said, I had some conditions that was making it hard for me to do it. So I got into it with the supervisor, and I wound up having to quit. I wasn't going to give them the opportunity or get them to, I wasn't going to give them the thrill of firing me. So I had quit and went on disability because due to my conditions, due to things that was wrong with me, they were never diagnosed till like my late 20s. And when my conditions just got to where I couldn't rely on work anymore, so I went on disability. And when I was on disability, I started out on disability, and I said, since I wasn't working and had more time on my hands, I started trying to get back into the music industry. I wanted to get in the music industry. I was wanting to start a vending business. And then all of a sudden it was about a year and a half after I started getting my check, I all of a sudden went in for no reason, had anxiety, panic attacks. And when I had them, I started having them so bad. But to be honest with you, it felt like a panic. It felt like I was having a heart attack. I thought I was going to die. So it kind of shook me up. Then I got sick and just didn't, I kind of like said, when I got sick, I pretty much let things go and just checked out of society. I don't want to make this too long, but I'll be right back.